Okay, Algebra 1 students, in this video today, we will learn our second way to find the slope of a line. Now remember, we have already learned how to find the slope by using rise over run. Today, we will use a different formula that gives the same result. Students, please copy down your heading for today, slope of a line, lesson 4.4, part 2, and be sure and include today's date. Now, the last video you watched, guys, you might want to go back to your notes and check. I don't remember if I called that video lesson 4.4 or lesson 4.4 part 1. But if I did not say part 1, you should add that in your notes. The last video you watched was lesson 4.4 part 1. Today is part 2. Okay? Now, first, let me start off by explaining why it is very helpful to have two different formulas for finding slope. Okay? Now look, you can take notes on this or you can just watch. It's up to you. Okay? First of all, if I have a line that is graphed like this one here, okay, if I have a line that is graphed, I mean, to me, I can find the slope very quickly by using rise over run, which is the method we learned in your last video. Just quickly go up and straight over and count the spaces up. 1, 2, 3. It's even with this point here. 1, 2, 3. So my rise is 3. My run starts here and goes over to here, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So my slope would be rise over run negative because the line is going downward. Now, that's what we used in the last video that I taught you, this formula right here. Okay? And this is an awesome, great formula to use when you're given a graphed line like this one. Now, having said that, it's also great for you to understand rise over run because, listen carefully please, because it helps you understand what slope is. There's another reason, okay? Later on, I'm going to give you, not today, but later on in this chapter, I'm going to give you a point and the slope. And you're going to have to rise and then run and then graph the line, okay? And that's called the slope-intercept method, and we learn that later. So rise over run is very important. So what about the other formula? Well, what if I just gave you two ordered pairs? What if I said this? 3, 6, and negative 2, 5. Okay? What if I said a line passes through those 2 points, find the slope? Well, using rise over run, you would have to graph the 2 points, draw the line, and do all this, right? But that takes time. What if there's a formula, and there is a formula, what if there's a formula that simply takes these two ordered pairs and allows you to find the slope, are you listening, without drawing the line? Well, that would save you a lot of time, would it not? Well, that's the other formula we're going to learn today. So both of the formulas, the one you're learning today and the one you learned in your last video, are both important and both helpful depending on the situation. Alright? So, having gotten over that, let's jump right into today's notes, okay? Here's the new formula for finding slope, okay? Now, you can write this down if you want to. You don't have to. Here's the old formula you learned before. And now here's the new one for today. It's simply y minus y over x minus x. Both of these are great formulas. Okay, they're both great. I would encourage you to use this one when you're given a graphed line like this and you have to find the slope. I would encourage you to use this one when you're given ordered pairs without a picture of the graph. Okay, so please copy this in your notes. There's your new slope formula, y minus y over x minus x. Now, let's use an example from lesson 4.4 part 1. It's already in your notes. I would encourage you to just watch this, but if you want to take notes, feel free to, okay? Now, this was in your notes from lesson 4.4 part 1. In fact, if you took really good notes, you should have this in your notes already. Now, if I asked you to find the slope of this line, you would simply draw your rise and then your run, okay? Now the rise would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So you rose 4, okay? And your run would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the slope of this line, it is sloping upward from left to right. So the slope would be a positive 4/7. Got it? Rise over run. Positive 4/7. Now that's the old way. But now the new way is also very quick. This ordered pair is what? Is it not -3, -1? Sure it is. And this ordered pair is 4, 3. Is it not? Over 4 and up 3. So, using those two ordered pairs, here's your x, here's your y, here's your x, here's your y. Could you not quickly find the slope also? What's our formula? Y minus y over x minus x. So here's a y, put it in here, -1, then minus, here's your other y, 3. Then x minus x, here's your x, -3, minus, here's your other x, 4. Now, -1, -3 is -4, -3, -4 is -7, negative over negative is positive, and 4 over 7 is 4/7. Look at that. We got the exact same slope as when you used rise over run. Okay? And by the way, watch this. It does not matter which ordered pair you start with. If you want to put this as your first y and your first x, that's fine. Watch. Okay? Here's my y, 3 minus, my second y is -1, so 3 minus a -1 x. Now remember, students, don't come down here and use this x. If you use this y first, then use this x first. If you use this y first right here, then use this x first right here, okay? It doesn't matter where you start as long as you're consistent. So I used this y first right here, so I'll use this x first, 4, then minus, and my other x is -3. So here we go. 3 minus a -1 is 3 plus 1, which is 4. 4 minus a -3 is 4 plus 3, or 4 positive 3, which gives you 7. And there we go. The exact same answer. So, if you'll be careful, go slow, and definitely watch your signs. That's big. Your positive and your negative signs. Be careful. Take your time. This is a great formula to use to help you find the slope of a line. Okay? Alright. Now, what if I don't give you a picture or a graph of the line? What if I just give you 2 points that a line passes through, and I ask you to find the slope of that line? like this here. Okay? What do? Well, you're welcome if you want to draw the graph, plot these 2 points, draw the line, and find the slope. But it takes a long time. If I don't give you a picture or a graph of the line, and I just give you 2 points that the line passes through, and I ask you to find the slope, well, that's where your formula comes in. Let's try this one first, okay? X, Y, X, Y. Let's find the slope of the line that passes through these 2 points, okay? So M equals Y minus Y over X minus X, okay? So my first Y is 4, then minus, and my next Y is 8, all right? My first X is 0, then minus, and my next X is 7. So, positive 4, negative 8, that's negative 4. And then 0, negative 7, negative 7, negative over a negative is positive. And 4 over 7 is 4 sevenths. So there we go. There's the slope of that first line. Okay? Let's practice a couple more of these. All right, here we go. Now, this one here. Let's find the slope of the line that passes through these 2 points here. Okay? And just to show you students that it does not matter which point you start with, for this problem here, we're going to start with this point here, okay? So, my first Y is 2, then minus, and my next Y is negative 4. Alright? My first X, as I started here, is 9, and then minus, and my next X is 5. Okay? So, here we go. 2 minus a negative 4 is positive 4. Positive 2, positive 4 is positive 6. Positive 9, negative 5 is a positive 4. Positive over a positive is positive. 6 over 4 is 3 halves. And by the way, students, you should never write your slope as a mixed number. Do not put 1 and 1 half for your slope here. It's 3 over 2. That way we know exactly what our rise number is and exactly what our run number is. Okay? So there we go. Positive 3 halves is the slope of the line that passes through these 2 points here. Okay, lastly, let's find the slope of the line that passes through these 2 points here. So here we go. Formula is Y minus Y over X minus X. Here's my X, my Y, my X, my Y. My first point is Y, so negative 3. Then minus, and my second Y is negative 8. My first X is negative 10, then minus, and my second X is negative 4. Alright? So I have negative 3, negative 8 makes that a positive 8. So negative 3, positive 8, that's a positive 5. Negative 10 minus a negative 4 makes that a positive 4. Negative 10, positive 4, negative 6. Now students, a negative over a positive is negative. And 5, 6 cannot be reduced. So your slope is negative 5/6. Okay? So there's the other way to find the slope of a line. Alright? Rise over run is a good way to find the slope when you have an actual picture of the line like we did here, okay? And y minus y over x minus x is a great way to find the slope of a line when you're simply given 2 points with no picture or no graph on the line, okay? Now, in closing, let me warn you that I have given you some homework problems that involve finding the value of a variable by using the slope. Sorry for yawning. See if you can figure them out, okay? If you can't, no problem, then use the homework help video, okay? But those will be some good, extra challenging problems for you students. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me.